Very good evening, viewers. You're watching the latest edition of 6 Stories at 6. I am Rakshita Mishra with you. And we'll start with the top story, viewers. The big expose on the BMW hit and kill case in Delhi. Republic investigation has discovered and uncovered what Delhi police could not. The accused's link with the hospital when Navjot was rushed to. The link has been exposed. So stay tuned, viewers. Story number 2 is the dismissed IAS probationer Pooja Khetkar. She's in trouble again. So is her family. Father accused of abducting a truck driver, truck helper, and a mother has also been booked for obstructing the investigation. Now, story number 3, viewers, on 6 Stories at 6 is what's really brewing in the Bay of Bengal. Now, the US is increasing its footprint in this region that has become a geopolitical chessboard. Officers are camping, US officers camping in Chittagong of Bangladesh. Tri-nation military exercise happening just near the India and Myanmar border. Of course, that's set off alarm bells, viewers. Also, Jaish Mohammed has admitted to the death of Masood Azhar's family members, and not just that, during Operation Sindhu, but not just that, it has exposed how the Pak army honored Masood's family during the funeral. It's all on camera. US chief negotiator is in New Delhi to continue the talks for a bilateral trade agreement as India and US are eyeing a breakthrough. And finally, viewers, I will tell you how Gaza is burning. Israel says it's launched the operation, the expanded operation in the Gaza city. We'll get you all of that, but first, let's start with Republic TV's investigation on the BMW hit and kill case, viewers. As shocking details are emerging. Family-owned hospital, delayed post-mortem, and a possible cover-up. Tonight, in fact, Republic TV is exposing the truth behind Navjot's killing and the powerful links that are protecting the BMW killer. Here's a report.
Navjot's wife Sandeep Kaur kept pleading to be taken to a nearby hospital. Yet, the accused drove them 19 kilometers away to New Life Hospital in a Porter van. Republic investigation blows the lid off. BMW driver Gaganpreet's father is a director of the New Life Hospital. This isn't the only link. Killer driver Gaganpreet's uncle is also linked to the hospital.
If you see, the incident took place in the southwest district of Dhaulakua area near metro pillar number 67, and from there the victim was taken over here in the Mukherjee Nagar area. This is the GTB Mukherjee Nagar area where this hospital is, and here you can see this is the information that we have received. And after that, the victim's son has also claimed that if his father would have been taken to a different hospital, if any government hospital or any super specialty hospital, then his life could have been saved. But here you see what we have seen that
Delhi police has conducted the post-mortem 72 hours after the incident. When asked questions on why Delhi police is going soft on the accused driver, why they did not seek police remand, they remained completely silent.
Mr. Singh, why are you evading questions? Why are you evading questions, Mr. Singh? Is Delhi police trying to save the accused in this case? How are you taking the investigation? Why are you evading questions? Mr. Singh, you have to answer. Excuse me, Mr. Singh. Mr. Singh, आपने कस्टडी क्यों नहीं, पुलिस ने कस्टडी के लिए फाइट किया फॉर ये गगनप्रीत की कस्टडी के लिए? क्या एक अटेम्प्ट किया गया था क्या कि उनको फेस वैल्यू पे क्यों लिया जा रहा है? आपने कस्टडी के लिए क्यों नहीं लड़ाई किया, मिस्टर सिंह? मिस्टर सिंह, क्या फेस वैल्यू लेने की कोशिश कर रहे हैं आप लोग? इन्वेस्टिगेशन कहाँ आगे बढ़ा आप ये बता पाएंगे? क्योंकि अभी तक पुलिस के साइड से ये नहीं स्टैब्लिश हो पाएगी क्या लिंक है तो अब ये इन्वेस्टिगेशन क्या ये एक तरीका है क्या टू गो सॉफ्ट ऑन द अक्यूज? इज दिल्ली पुलिस नॉट गोइंग टू आंसर? मिस्टर सिंह, इज दिल्ली पुलिस चूजिंग नॉट टू आंसर? Why did Delhi police not take the custody yesterday? Mr. Singh?
Can Navjot's death be allowed to be one of these luxury murders, with the killer getting away courtesy inaction of the system?
And yet again, the Khedkar family is under the scanner, viewers. From the allegations of cheating, the civil services quota, to now a kidnapping case that has been linked to a road rage case in Navi Mumbai. What started as a routine crash at Airoli signal has now escalated into a shocking abduction of a truck helper, with police tracing the missing truck helper to the Pune home of former IAS trainee, the dismissed IAS trainee Pooja Khedkar. And this time it's her mother, Manorma, who has been booked for obstructing the law.
Once embroiled in controversy over cheating allegations in the civil services examination, the Khedkar family is back in the headlines, this time for a kidnapping case tied to a road accident in Navi Mumbai. It all began on September 13th, when a mixer truck collided with a car at Airoli. The driver, Prahalad Kumar, had no idea what was coming next. Two men from the car forced Kumar into their vehicle and sped away. Shocked bystanders alerted the police, and soon a kidnapping case was registered. The trail of the car led the police to Pune, straight to the house of former IAS trainee Pooja Khedkar. And inside, police found the missing truck helper, shaken but safe. Pooja's mother, Manorma Khedkar, allegedly blocked the police and tried to stop them from doing their duty. A case has now been filed against her, and she has been summoned for questioning.
नवी मुंबई पुलिस यहाँ तपास करने के लिए आए थे, उनको हमने मदद भी दी थी और वो सब पतक मनोरमा खेड़कर के बंगले के पास गए थे, जहाँ वो उसका विक्टिम का वो लोकेशन था, वहाँ गए थे। वहाँ मनोरमा खेड़कर और उनके साथी है, उन्होंने कोऑपरेट नहीं किया, गेट बंद किया था, वो भी उन्होंने नहीं निकाला। और जो गाड़ी थी इसमें, वो भी ये करने के लिए उन्होंने कोई कोऑपरेट नहीं किया। उसके वजह से नई मुंबई पतक के जो ऑफिसर थे, उन्होंने चतुसंगी पुलिस स्टेशन में आकर उन्होंने कंप्लेंट दिया था। उनके कंप्लेंट के जरिए हमने गुना दाखिल किया है। इसमें मनोरमा खेड़कर और उनके साथी के ऊपर गुना दाखिल हुआ है।
The family is already facing charges of quota fraud and is once again in the eye of storm. This time accused of shielding a kidnapping inside their own home. From black and white documents to on-ground raids, the questions around the Khedkar family are only getting louder.
Now we are bringing to focus a rare military drill, a tri-nation military drill in India's neighborhood. The US, Bangladesh and Sri Lankan Air Forces coming together in Chittagong for a Pacific Angel 25-3, a mission blending disaster response, humanitarian aid and regional security. Bay of Bengal is the backdrop, but there are alarm bells that are being set off till New Delhi and even Myanmar, because it's happening quite close to the border. And we've seen how Bay of Bengal has emerged as the new political or geopolitical chessboard, viewers. Not just that, the US military jet was also in Chittagong, and there are several air officers, US Army officers who are camping in Chittagong. That's a very, very strategically important place in Bangladesh. Here's more.
Sri Lankan Air Force, Bangladesh Air Force, and the US Air Force. In Chittagong, 3 air forces have come together for a rare joint mission. The US Air Force, Bangladesh Air Force and the Sri Lankan Air Force have launched Pacific Angel 25-3 at BAF Zahurul Haq Base. The 4-day field training exercise is designed to strengthen disaster response, humanitarian assistance and regional partnerships across the Indo-Pacific. For more than a decade, Pacific Angel has been a flagship initiative of the US Pacific Air Forces, bringing together militaries, experts, and local communities to build trust and readiness. In this exercise, the three forces will work side by side through multiple scenarios. But this time around, the Egyptian Air Force transport aircraft was also seen in Chittagong.
This exercise is taking place at the Darul Haq Air Force Base of Bangladesh, and it is involving 120 US personnel and 90 Bangladeshi personnel. This also comes at a time where Myanmar is facing a lot of uncertainty, and there are a lot of infighting within Myanmar, and it is almost like a civil war within Myanmar. And the United States and Chinese have been trying to connect with these forces that are opposing the legitimately elected Myanmari government and are fighting against them.
From disaster response drills to establishment of mobile medical sites and critical search and rescue training, engineering teams are also joining hands with local workers to refurbish a hospital, directly benefiting the community. Meanwhile, medical professionals from all three nations are sharing best practices, ensuring better coordination in the event of real emergencies. The location could not be more relevant. Sitting on the Bay of Bengal, Chittagong is especially vulnerable to cyclones, floods, and other natural disasters. By training in such high-risk environment, Pacific Angel offers participants realistic challenges, testing their ability to adapt and respond under pressure. Beyond the drills and equipment, this is also about the people. Giving back to the local communities has always been at the heart of Pacific Angel, reinforcing goodwill and mutual respect. The message is clear: the three forces are stronger together. Through preparation and interoperability, Bangladesh and the United States, along with Sri Lanka, are reaffirming their shared goal: a stable, secure, and resilient Indo-Pacific.
And now, viewers, the truth that once again brings to focus Pakistan's sinister role and the Pakistani army's deep connection with the terrorists. What's unraveling months after Operation Sindoor is a damning expose of the terror state's duplicity. A Jaish-e-Mohammed commander's confession, Jaish-e-Mohammed's confession laying bare Pakistani army's collusion with the terror networks, that's irrefutable. This coming in just months after we showed you the pictures of the army personnel, Pakistani army officers attending the funerals of the terrorists. Pakistan's state and the terror nexus is exposed once again, viewers, and this is another proof. This is an admission by Jaish-e-Mohammed as he exposes the designs of Munir.
Operation Sindoor was India's response to the Pahalgam terror attack and Pakistan's worst nightmare. 9 terror targets, 1 mission: to bring down those who unleashed bloodshed on Indian soil. Months after the successful operation, a Jaish-e-Mohammed commander laid bare the deep-rooted collusion between the Pakistani army and terrorists. These are pictures from May 2025, showing Pakistani army personnel attending the funeral of Lashkar-e-Taiba commander Hafiz Abdul Rauf, a US-designated terrorist. The most concrete proof of how the Munir army is tied to Pakistan's terror networks. And padding up to this expose is the latest admission by Jaish commander Masood Ilyas Kashmiri. He who confessed that the Pakistani army chief ordered salutes for those killed in Bahawalpur.
ये कलह, ये टेररिज्म, ये दहशतगर्दी की बकवास सीने के साथ लगाए इस मुल्क की नजरियाती जुग्राफियाई सरहदों के लिए कभी हम दिल्ली से टकराए, कभी हम काबुल में टकराए, कभी हम कंधार से टकराए, सब कुछ कुर्बान करने के बाद 7 मई को बहावलपुर के अंदर मौलाना मसूद अजहर की फैमिली के लोग बहने और बेटे और बच्चे रेजा रेजा हो गए, टुकड़ों में तकसीम हो गए।
While Pakistan stands globally exposed on harboring and exporting cross-border terrorism, the older guards of top terror outfits are exposing the alliances. And not just this, Islamabad's bluff has been called out yet again. The commander has admitted that the family of Masood Azhar, the terror group's top commander, was torn into pieces in strikes on Bahawalpur. The confession of state terror nexus is out, and it is only a matter of time that a few remaining Pak sympathizers smell the coffee.
Now, India and the US are back on the trade table after months of deadlock. Tariffs, oil, agriculture, dairy. Sticking points remain, but will the world's two largest democracies finally seal a deal? As the US top negotiator is in New Delhi today for a one-day visit, and all eyes are on this talk as they are kick-started after a series of salvos from Washington, D.C. The ties were going low, but now we see some recuperation. There have been U-turns from Donald Trump, and now all eyes will be on a breakthrough. Here's the report.
India and the United States are back at the negotiating table to work out a crucial trade deal. US President Donald Trump had imposed a massive 50% tariff on Indian goods, a move that New Delhi slammed as unfair and linked to pressure over Russian oil and weapons purchases. The trade talks are taking place after the much-deferred arrival of the US delegation in the national capital. Brendan Lynch, Assistant US Trade Representative for South and Central Asia, is at the Ministry of Commerce and Industry at the Vanijya Bhavan in Delhi. But before his arrival, Trump struck a more conciliatory tone in recent statements and expressed optimism that the trade deal could be finalized soon. Lead negotiators from India and the United States have begun discussions regarding the planned trade deal to resolve arising from high tariff rates that have led to unclear situations from export business.
The team the US team is here in India. What we learn is that there are talks of trying to at least complete the first tranche of negotiations by October or November this year. Remember, the US and India trade talks were stuck because of certain stand taken by Indian government that it will not provide any access to India's agriculture sector.
The tariffs have already hit Indian exporters of garments, shrimp and gems. Factories struggling to stay afloat, workers fearing job losses. After months of deadlock, India and the United States are back at the trade table. And now, a US team led by trade negotiator Brendan Lynch is in Delhi for crucial talks with India's Commerce Ministry.
And finally, viewers, we bring you what's really happening in the Gaza city, where Israel's expanded operations have begun.
After a night of heavy airstrikes, the Israeli military announced that its expanded operation in Gaza city to destroy Hamas's military infrastructure has begun and warned residents to move south. A plume of smoke was visible in the distance as scores of Palestinians fled from the north towards the south of the Gaza Strip. Large numbers of people were seen carrying their belongings in the Wadi Gaza area and moving along a seaside road that connects the southern Gaza. As a part of the expansion operation, Al Ghafri Tower, the tallest building in the Gaza Strip, was leveled to the ground. The attack comes shortly after the Israeli army issued the evacuation order, as the Israeli military says the building hit Hamas infrastructure. The United Nations estimated that over 220,000 Palestinians have fled northern Gaza over the past month. An estimated 1 million Palestinians were living in the region around Gaza city. Earlier today, the United Nations Commission of Inquiry accused Israel of committing a genocide in Gaza and compared the Gaza situation with the Rwanda genocide of 1994. In fact, the expansion order was issued while US Secretary of State Marco Rubio was in Israel, and today he arrived in the energy-rich nation of Qatar. US Secretary of State is set to meet the ruling Emir of Qatar, while the nation is still incensed over Israel's strike last week that killed 5 Hamas members and a local security official.
In the global employability rankings by Times Higher Education UK, only the following 6 institutions from India are ranked amongst the top 230 in the world for having the most employable graduates: IIT Delhi, IISc Bangalore, IIT Bombay, IIM Ahmedabad, IIT Kharagpur and Amity University.
प्योर सूजी पास्ता उबालो मिलाओ और खाओ
8 मिनट में तैयार।
क्या टेस्ट है सबका राजा हार्डवेयर मसाला। भारत की अपनी दुकान इंडिया सोना, अपने देश का सामान इंडिया सोना, इंडिया सोना, इंडिया सोना।
थोड़े में ज्यादा स्वाद, यही तो है इसकी खास बात। वाओ मामा क्या स्वाद है, अरे मेरे राजा।
सबका राजा